I want to share something with you I read on Naomi Holt's Facebook page. This is a gentle reminder about why you are utterly exhausted. No one I know began this year on a full tank. Given the vicious onslaught of the previous 2 years, let's call it what it was. Most of us dragged ourselves across the finish line of 2021, frazzled, spent, running on aged adrenaline fumes. We crawled into 2022, still carrying shock, trauma, grief, heaviness, and disbelief. The memories of a surreal existence. And then it began. The fastest hurricane year we could have ever imagined. Whether we've consciously processed it or not, this has been a year of more pressure, stress, and a race to catch up in every department: work, school, sports, relationships, and life. Though not intentionally aware, perhaps hopeful that the busier we are, the more readily we will forget, the more quickly we will undo the emotional tangle, the more permanently we will wipe away the scarring wounds. Well, we can't. Attempts to recreate some semblance of normal on steroids while disregarding that our sympathetic nervous system was on full alert for almost 2 years have left our collective mental health in tatters. Our children and teens are not exempt, and the natural byproducts of fighting a hurricane are complete and utter exhaustion. So, before you question the depleted and wrung dry state, you are on pause. Breathe and remind yourself of who you are, what you've endured, and remind yourself that you've overcome. Despite it all, you're still going. Even on the days that you stumble and find yourself face down in a pile of dirt. Understanding brings compassion. And most people these days just need a little extra TLC. Most are donning an invisible handle with care poster around their necks. So instead of racing to the finish line this year, rather tread gently. Go slowly. Amidst the chaos, find small pockets of silence. Find compassion. Allow the healing, and most of all, be kind. Everyone on earth could use just a little more kindness. Well, that really resonated with me, especially in the hustle and bustle of this Christmas season. It's difficult to catch up with everything whilst we're so busy trying to get everything done. It's not relaxing or restful at all, if we can be truly honest. We hardly take time to stop and rest. Well, linking with Naomi's thoughts, the rest Jesus offers is something that is whole and complete. And it's also something for our communities and the people we care about the most. Jesus said he has a peace that he leaves with us, and it's not something that the world can give you. He said our hearts should not be troubled and we should not be afraid. You see, the peace that Jesus leaves us is beyond just the absence of conflict. It's beyond a physical rest. It's beyond a rest that our circumstances are perfect. Jesus said, and he meant it when he said that he is with us. You see, this peace is rooted in his presence. It is abiding and leaning into a posture of the love and the grace of God. And this is the rest that we find in Jesus, the baby in the manger. He's the one that leads us to green pastures and quiet waters. He's the one who refreshes our soul and heals our wounds. So this festive season, let's take a moment to rest in the love and grace of God. Let's lay down our burdens and trust Jesus to provide for us. In the end, he's the only one that can really do that. Let's remember that in him, we have a constant companion who will guide us no matter what we face, so that we can start this year coming fresh and anew. Let us also remember this season to extend this peace and rest to those who need it most. As I just read previously, everybody needs tender, loving care. We don't need to rush now. We need to love now. And you also need to love yourself so that you can help and give to others. So enjoy the comfort and the blessing of the season, but let's not forget anybody who might be struggling and who is in need. Let's reach out as we reach inside and as we reach to the Lord, so that we can show that there is rest, there is peace in the love and in the compassion of the God who became man, the King who was born to die so that we might come from death to life. God bless you all.